Hi, welcome everyone. We have our new esteemed guest, Professor Dr. Narayan Chandra Pati, who is former professor of psychology Utkal University, founder, general secretary, Chetana Institute for the Mentally Handicapped and Chetana College of Special Education. He also has a Ph.D. in comparative psychology and D.Litt in special education. He is also very humble. So I would like to give a humble uh, introduction. Uh, he is a in pioneer and visiting professor to multiple universities in Austria, Germany, Switzerland, UK, and many other countries. So, welcome, Dr. Narayan, sir. So,
Namaskar.
uh, namaskaram, sir. So, let's start with a very much informative topic that we have today. So, I said a word, delete in special education. Delete, as per an engineer, is delete. So, how do you describe delete?
Uh, Actually, PhD is a research degree, first research degree. Then D.Litt is the highest research degree in any university. In science, it is called DSc or Doctor of Science. In humanities, it is called D.Litt or Doctor of Literature.
Oops, sorry. I did not know that. Seriously, I did not know that. Um, but thank you for informing us, everyone, actually. Like, I think 99.9999% would not have known that. But yes, thank you. So today's our informative topic is going to be about mental versus intellectual disability, mental illness. So, Dr. Narayan sir, can you please tell us what is mental illness?
Mental illness is actually a disease. Somebody who uh, suffers from mental illness, he has problems of dealing in day-to-day activities, managing his day-to-day work. And mental illness are different types of mental disorders like schizophrenia, obsessive compulsive neurosis, maniac depressive psychosis, etc. And one suffers from a mental disorder when he remains under lots of stress and strain in life. When he fails to cope with the day-to-day problems, he loses balance of mind and may suffer any one type of mental disorders, which has different causes. But a person who suffers from any kind of mental illness can be treated by a psychiatrist. Uh, so, a psychiatrist examines the patient and prescribes appropriate medicines, and the person has to take medicines regularly. Sometimes it may require a long period of time to continue the medication. Many of them are cured, and sometimes also there are relapses.
Okay, got it. I have gone through your career, so um, like I want to know from you, like uh, you have such a great reputation nationally and internationally as well. So, from an Indian perspective, also you are an Indian. So, can I know what have you done for India?
Um, in India, actually, particularly in the state of Odisha, there was no special school for children with intellectual disability in 1980. So during that period, I was teaching in the university this topic of intellectual disability, and as there was no school, it was not possible for me to give practical exposure to my students on the condition of intellectual disability. So I decided to start a special school for children with intellectual disability, and which was started in the year 1986. A person with intellectual disability is actually a person having low intelligence. It is defined as a person with a IQ of 70 points or less. For comparison, the average IQ of an individual is 100, and those who are having better intellectual ability, they could be either 110 or 120, or it could be also 130. Those who are genius, they may have more than that. So normally the gifted persons, their IQ level is 130, whereas the IQ level of a person with intellectual disability is 70 or less. So basically, I deal with persons having intellectual disability, autism, learning disability, cerebral palsy, and all these are brought together under a condition called developmental disabilities. And the other type of work which I do is for the rehabilitation of persons with mental illness. And in that way, we have set up an institution called the Chetana Institute for the Mentally Handicapped in Bhubaneswar. And it has three important activities rather. One is maybe four, I think. One is a special school for children with intellectual disability in the age group of 6 to 18 years, and a rehabilitation for adults with intellectual disability, those who are 18 plus. And then we have a special school for children with autism in Bhubaneswar. And also then we have started programs for the rehabilitation of mentally ill in the year 2022. And presently the institution is providing service to more than 100 persons with mental illness in its campus. And for them, we need to say provide them treatment. The people we pick up from the street, actually in our country, the facilities are so little that many persons having mental problems and mental illness, they roam in the street. The families cannot take care of them, and they sometimes run away from the home, and they move in the street in a very bad condition. And we actually pick them up from the street. We take them to psychiatrist for examination. Then appropriate medicines are prescribed. We provide them good dress, good place of living, good food, and then we try to contact their family members. And sometimes we are successful to establish contact, and we reunite these people with the family members. And we have seen the family members are so happy to get back the person to their family. So that's the kind of work myself and the Chetna group are doing. And we have a highly professional and trained staff members, those who really work day and night to provide service to all these people.
Oh, thank you for your words. But just to clarify, is Chetna an NGO or is Chetna uh, Trust.
Uh, Chetana is actually a registered society, registered under the Society Registration Act of 1860 as amended from time to time. It has a um, executive committee and a general body, and the executive committee is elected for a period of 3 years, and this again every 3 years an election is conducted to elect a new executive body, and the organization receives a funding or grants from the state government, particularly in the social security and empowerment of persons with disabilities department, government of Odisha, for the special school, for the rehabilitation center for the mentally ill, and for the special school for autism. And also we receive grants from government of Germany, basically through an NGO called Chetana Germany, which is a registered society in Germany. And through that we receive assistance to run community-based rehabilitation programs for persons with disabilities and persons with mental illness. Also we receive some building grants from that. So
So Chetna
that
is
is
a
how the Chetana
international
functions.
organization. So you were being modest. Chetna is a international organization, international NGO.
We have links with international NGOs, but we are basically a registered society in India and subject to all the rules, regulations of Government of India. We are also registered with the Foreign Contribution Regulation Act under the Ministry of Home Affairs. And we are also now registered to receive grants from the CSR funding, corporate social responsibility funding from big companies like Infosys, Infosys Foundation, Ozim Premji Foundation, Paul Hamlin Foundation in UK, and few other organizations. We are actually running community mental health programs with funding from the Infosys Foundation, and we are running emergency care and a recovery center for persons with mental illness with funding from the Ozim Premji Foundation, and we are running 4 homes actually for persons with mental illness, which is called Home Again Approach, in collaboration or funding from the Paul Hamlin Foundation, UK. And we have a very, very intensive cooperation and collaboration with the Banyan, the very important NGO providing service to the persons with mental illness all over India and also in Sri Lanka. This organization is based in Chennai. So it is basically we work, no, though we work in Odisha, but we are connected to organizations all over India and also some organizations in Germany and also UK.
Great to know that. Thank you. Thank you for your humble response. But I would like to say, like, you are much more society oriented. Like, I have already seen it. So, yes, thank you very much for your support. So, having achieved all this, like, I do not know your age exactly, but uh, I think you would be around my like uh, maybe 80s or something. I do not know, but okay. Please.
No, I am 74 now. I
Okay.
am now 74.
Okay.
So
Then, what is your goal now, or have you stopped it, or are you trying to achieve something more going further? So, because you have already achieved so much internationally and nationally as well. So, what is your goal going forward?
Actually, there is so much of work to do, and sometimes people say one life is not enough. So I have many more things to do, particularly in the field of rehabilitation of persons with intellectual disability and persons with mental illness. There are so many people, they still need service, and the situation in the field of mental illness is precarious, because due to the pressure of modern life, many people, they lose balance of mind and they develop some kind of mental illness or the other. And in a country like India, where facilities are much less, and particularly people from the middle class and also from the class of people, those who are poor, they cannot really afford appropriate treatment. Neither they have people to take care of, nor they have the knowledge or orientation to deal with the persons with mental illness. So that is why there is a lots of work to do. Every day we pick up people from the street, those who are roaming in very difficult conditions, very poorly dressed. You might have seen people, those who roam in the street with mental illness. So it's a lot of work, and I'm really happy that the government in our state, particularly state of Odisha, have come forward with this scheme for the rehabilitation of persons with mental illness, and they call it halfway home project. And a lot of work to do now, and I think we will continue to provide services to every single person whom we come across in the process of our work. We will provide them a treatment, we will provide them a good place to stay, good dress, and good food, and also always try to reintegrate them or reunite them with their families. And this is a continuous work. There is no end to it.
I agree to that. And yes, I think you also have to, you have a busy schedule, but thank you very much, Dr. Narayan sir. And thanks a lot for connecting with us and educating all of us, including me. Like, I did not know many of the things that is happening in our country as well. So, thanks a lot. And again, thanks a lot what you are doing for this society.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I hope this will help some people to know about these conditions. And I will make an appeal through your channel, YouTube channel, to people in general, that please help persons with intellectual disability and persons with mental illness. Whenever you come across any one of them roaming in the street without food or shelter, refer them to the nearest facility available. Thank you. Namaskar.